Hey, afternoon, Sabrina. Hope you're doing well. Needed to go live early today because I got a bunch of chores that I need to do with my wife after, so figured I'd go live and get these done. Get what I need to done today. Good day, Fresh Cup of Joel. How you doing, man? Yeah, Ben Wolff stream. Yeah. Well, I needed to get a bunch of stuff done this afternoon, so and into the evening, so got to do my work now, and I was able to be home today. Martha Miriam, hi Ben, I'm at work. You're gonna get me fired. I hope not. Don't get in trouble because of me. Hope everybody's having a good day, wherever you're at. What's going on here? Well, I choose to believe you can read my mind and knew I was in pain and missed the Pottery family needed a stream. All right. Oh, I did notice. Yeah, I saw on a community post from Oakchugs that he wasn't going live. But I was already thinking about going live anyway, and I was like, well, there you go. And hope everything's good with him. Double tap your screen. Bunch of magic. Thanks, Leah, for always saying hit the like button. That's much appreciated. Whoever does hit the like button. So I'm gonna do a bunch of 2-pound squat pots. I did some in the scallop last night on the live. I'm gonna do some with this dotted rim, and also probably do some roped rim. So that's the plan. So it has like a little dot on it. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. With the links, thanks so much, Leah, for throwing in benwolfpotter.com links and my link to Instagram. Cool. And woot woot, follow the journey and buy the things. Thanks so much, David. Salute, Potter from France. Oh, hey, David, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. All the way from France. That's cool. Never been to France. It'd be fun to go. Maybe someday. Well, thanks for tuning in, David. What time is it in France right now? super late, super early. Gotta be different. Yeah, I'm sorry, I only speak English, David. So I don't know what that means. I see something about Facebook, but Martha Merrim, question. I purchased the number 4 scallop pot from you and I love it. Nice. What's the question? I think I do remember shipping it out to you. Can I put bulbs in there and keep outside for winter? You can most certainly put bulbs in there. I would not keep it outside for winter depending on where you're at. I can't remember exactly where I shipped it to. If you're in Florida or in the southern states where it doesn't freeze much, you'd be fine. But if you put it out in the winter with water or anything in it, ice expands. And up here in the Northeast, we call it poor man's dynamite because it literally will break everything apart. So I would bring it inside, depending on where you're at. If you're in California, Arizona, Florida, you should be good. But ice can destroy anything. I would even bring in, or at least flip over or bring in and put under concrete items as well. Because they literally would, back in the day, why they call it poor man's dynamite around here is they would drill into the rock in the highway. Oh, I keep getting ads on my thing. They would drill into the highway and then drill down, fill it up with water, cap it, and then once it hit like 0 degrees, it would expand and blow up. So, and you wouldn't need dynamite. So that's why they call it poor man's dynamite. 1280 degrees. Yeah, David, I'm sorry. Maybe if you could use a translator, I might be able to answer your questions. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I don't speak French, but if that is French. Looks like it. Thank you. I'm in Maryland, so definitely keep it inside. Yeah, I would keep it inside for the winter. Plus your bulbs would freeze, and you'd want to winter over those too, depending on what they are. It'd be nice if YouTube had a feature where it would automatically translate for you. That'd be kind of cool. Thanks for the 6 likes, guys. Oh, you don't have to do the translation. That's too much work to ask for you. You have to do that. This is a squat 2-pound pot with dots on the rim. And this will be gray, so the dots will end up standing out quite nicely. And they've been popular at the shop, so we gotta make more of them. Salute. Oh, okay, just like none of us speak French. I can't find my other phone to read. Not sure why that did that. Sorry, if it froze. This thing's been happening. Show with the translation. I think I'm gonna have to get a new phone for literally just streaming, because whenever somebody leaves a message, it freezes, as you guys just saw right there. And I have it on Do Not Disturb, all that stuff. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I figured Fresh Cup of Joel, he's in a country that speaks quite a bit of French, so he probably understands some of it. Which I wish I had the ability to speak other languages. In fact, all of them. That'd be a cool ability to have. I think it'd be good for everybody if everybody could speak the same languages. It's too much knowledge for my little potter's brain. Hey, thanks for the links as well. Yeah, I do have an Instagram, yeah. It shows pictures of what I do, pictures of places the pots are at, and also shorts like here on YouTube. A whole bunch of random stuff. And different things go on over there than they do here, so yeah, it's a bit different. Yeah, I know, I did too. So thanks for the link on that. I know it doesn't mean, yeah, me too. I just don't have Facebook. I just have Instagram, and of course, YouTube. Shout out YouTube. Hashtag YouTube. Yeah, with the hearts coming up. Thank you, whoever's doing that. Tony, how do you move the pottery from the wheel without deforming when you're touching? So I make the pot on a wooden bat, which is connected to these two little knobs right here. And underneath the bat, there's two knobs, 10 inches on center. And you connect it, and then you lift the bat up. You can also cut underneath and pick up the pot too, which won't deform it that much, but it can if you don't know how to pick up properly. But I mean, potters did it for centuries that way, and it's not a bad thing. So you know, there's all different methods with that too. If you were to cut underneath and pick up, I have a plastic bucket here where I go like this, and I leave, that would make my hands dry. It has a bit of an edge to it. I cut under or towards me. I would usually cut away from me, and then when I pick up, just grab it and pick it up, and you should be fine as long as the the clay isn't too. If it's really really thin, you should pick it up with a make it on a bat. It's just my suggestion. People can do whatever they want. My dad picks up majority of his pots up to a certain size, but it leaves handprints on the side. It's a little more work in the trimming process. This is not being touched at all until just flipped over, and a little bit of trimming or fettling, and that's it. Let's see, Bob Harrison, I like that. Good morning, all. Good morning, Bob. Thanks for tuning in. Tony, when do you, but then when do you remove the pottery from the wood thing? I let it dry and pop off with some pieces, with bigger pieces. I cut them off. I cut them and then pick them up when they're leather hard. So it really depends on the piece. But this pot right here, I'll wait until it dries, and then it'll just pop right off the wooden bat. So, yeah. Yeah, Ben, just popping in. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Boom. Beautiful vase, by the way, Ben. Oh, this is just a regular flower pot. If that's what you're talking about. Unless you're talking about something over on Instagram. Miss Harry, good morning. Hi, I'm from India. Well, hi. Thanks for tuning in all the way from India. Mrs. Harry? Hari? If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. You good today? Oh, yeah, I'm good today. I most certainly was tired last night. You guys could probably all tell. Everybody who was watching. I was a bit shot last night. But it's all right. Back at it. And I needed to get this. I needed to make pots and get this all done earlier today. I have things I need to do around the house. My wife and I need to clean our gutters. We need to whatever. We have errands, I guess we should say. I need to do. Sorry about squirrel doing too much at once. Flower pot. Yeah, no worries, Lynn. Bob, good Leah. Going to cut more brick corners. Nice. You looked ready to drop last night. No, I was. Well, there's 7 days a week and doing, going live after you've already worked all day. It builds up. So yeah, I'm at like 60 to 80 hours a week. So it starts to add up at certain points. And yeah, I was ready to drop. And I pretty much did after I got off the stream. At least that's what I remember doing. Mrs. Harry, could you make another Smith bowl? I don't exactly know what that is, to be honest with you. But no, I'm making my flower pots. I make flower pots for a living. I also make vases. And I make some bowls and stuff like that from time to time. But today I'm getting stuff made for the shop that I need. You seem like a guy who cuts corners in life. Oh no, does he? No, usually not, Leah. I go overboard. Yeah, I don't know. Can't tell from just chats, but he seems like a guy that does a lot of stuff. I think the joke was cutting corners on the bricks, though. That's how I took it. Thinks outside the box. Yeah. I think everybody should think that way. Look at something in more ways than one. Analyze it in as many ways as possible, no matter what you're doing. That's what I would suggest. Yeah, it's got my name and number 2, which indicates 2 pounds of wet clay used. That also goes with our pricing. So used to be like a very strange like caste system for England. So like caste was 50 pounds, and if it said 2, it would be 25 pounds because it was cut in half. And 4 divided by 4. So it was very confusing. And my dad actually was the one that was like, what's America? Sorry, it kept freezing. I don't know. Somebody's leaving another message on my phone. I'm serious. I'm going to go buy another phone so that nobody can call it. Because it's getting ridiculous. And that's not fair to you guys who are watching. I have an iPad, but I don't think the camera on the iPad is not as good as the camera on the phone. It's overtime. Not me this time. Oh, did you do it before, Joe? That's funny. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if you guys are like I am, but I get probably close to 20 spam calls a day. So I need to change my message machine, my voicemail message, whatever you want to call it, as please leave a message if you're an actual human being. And I think I will later today. I'll elaborate on that so it doesn't sound like I'm being rude, but it's the truth. Half of these are just recorded messages left on my phone. I have in the past. That's awesome. Hey, you're testing it out, making sure that it's still working, still doing it. Oh, that's too funny. I think the call will be fine, but when it's a message, it freezes. So that's what I've noticed anyway. I have it on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know what the deal is. But I don't have to buy a whole nother phone just to do lives, but we'll see. Jimmy, have you ever tried keeping the clay still and spinning yourself around really, really fast instead? I don't believe I have. In a way, I have for trimming the bottoms at certain moments in my life, but that would be interesting to do. I guess I could probably get an old kick wheel and then unhook the center wheel and then just spin myself around on the kick wheel. Kind of a fun idea, actually, Jimmy. You got me thinking. Well, yeah, you know, the bugs and everything else on it. But Jimmy, he would just end up repeatedly slapping the clay. Now you might be able to throw a pot that way, to be honest with you. If you got it going fast enough, you get nauseous from doing it, but it probably would work. Just backwards thinking, that's all. I know it was meant to be a joke, but in all seriousness, it probably would work. Paul Higgins. Hey, how's it going, Paul? Thanks for tuning in. Paul's a member of the he's a member of the channel of the Wolf Pack. So welcome back, Paul. How you doing, buddy? I went live today earlier, so maybe that's easier for you to watch, being in Australia, right? But thanks for tuning back in. As always, hope you're doing well. I bet your world spins at night. There's a thing about that, yeah. So if you get focused on the wheel, like in a spot, you can most certainly get dizzy and this and that. My world has spun at night for sure. But so what I do is I kind of look past the pot while I'm making it. I kind of look in peripheral vision, which sounds crazy. I kind of blur out the center of the pot. But that seems to help when you're standing here for hours on end watching a spinning wheel. Probably it's not good for your eyes, but that's how I've always done it. Because I've seen potters that go like this. Like a guy I know, Simon Leach. He has a bit of a potter's head nod, so he's making his head's going like this because he's focused on one spot. And to stop that and to avoid looking at something that's going wrong with the pot, you have to kind of like blur your eyes slightly. Not cross them, but just blur through it. So like you're looking through the pot. So that's what I do. But oh yes, people are like, ooh, lovely. And I'm like, but it's cooked. It's crooked on the left and yeah, certain ones, usually not mine too much. There has been moments where they have been slightly. Yeah, I've had to. Oh, there's one more word. I hear. Yeah, you hear a furry friend. That's my buddy. That's buddy upstairs. That reminds me when I used to play Guitar Hero. After watching the track go down and scream for a couple hours and look at stuff, it would be like stuff's moving down. Yeah, that could be the case. So yeah, so that's why I kind of like blur it out. And this is why it's not bad like looking over at chat and stuff, because I could look at something that's still and then look back at something that's moving. I had the chat spinning so slow when I looked. Like how? I mean, there has been moments in these lives where the chat is going so fast and this is spinning, and then you're like, wow, and you're trying to read everybody's and get everybody's stuff. Don't do that drunk. Spin you sick. You know, I kind of tested it not long ago. Not drunk, but I had like 3 drinks or something, and I realized, oh no, I needed to make a specific amount of sauces for a thing, and yeah, so then I made them, and the next day I checked, I was like, oh man, are those gonna be messed up? And they weren't. Everything was perfect. In fact, they might even been a little better. Paul Higgins doing good. 5 a.m. here. And what time is there? It's 1:04 in the afternoon. So, wow, you're up early. Get ready to head to work. Yeah, because you're the worst critic. Gotta know when to stop. Machinist mindset, Bob. Yeah, I could see that. I suppose. Perfectionist. It's exhausting sometimes. I mean, if I was completely inebriated, that wouldn't be good. But maybe that's a challenge for a different day. That would be funny. Who knows what would come out of my mouth if I was to do one of these completely inebriated. I don't do that anyway. I only drink like maybe quarterly. And not heavy, but sounds like an interesting thing to do, actually. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Why is this? I keep getting ads, guys. Weird. Weird. So like right now, I'm not focused. There's that little warble. I'm not focused on that. I'm looking through the item. So it's hard to explain. But I guess if you hold up your hand and try to like blur your eyes to where you're looking through your hand to the back. If this hand was moving and you're still blurred, you can see the overall shape as opposed to one spot. And I love Muirhead's explanation when there was a little bit of a warble. So there might be a little bit of a warble right there. It's not much. Yeah, right there. It's not much, but to fix that warble, you stop the wheel. I like that. I'm gonna steal it from your head. I don't drink but once in a blue moon. You just drink blue moons on that blue moon? Leah was wondering how you were doing. She said she was good. There's another one. The meds would be fun to most people. Maybe need a function. I wonder what those are. I'm okay. I can't complain much. Hurts. Veins and sealing. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right, Mrs. Hari. Seriously. Try some. I'll look up Neurosmith, Mrs. Hari. It feels like that's a name I should know. Plonker, how many are you making today? I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm on my 10th one right now, I think. So, I was planning on going until maybe like 2 o'clock. So we'll see where that ends up. How you doing today, Plugger? Then get that guitar. I mean, last night I got the guitar out and like I just whatever. And of course, it was ridiculous. But one of my knobs on my '94 custom PRS just broke out of nowhere. I don't know what the deal is with that. But now I gotta locate a 1994 knob for my pickup selection. Because I can't just put a random one on. I guess I could put a random one on. But I loved the fact that everything on there was original. So, boo! But I was like having even trouble just playing a little guitar. That's funny. I was tired. And like the stream before that, I was too a bit. In fact, I do need practice time because like my chops used to be so different. Like I was able to think very quickly and come up with different stuff. And I guess, you know, when you take a lot of time away from, you know, not being in bands and this and that, it takes it away from. Something is missing, and I need to find it again for the music end. I'm a knob made in 1994. Ah, Joel, that's great. You knobhead. We'll call him Nobby. He's knobby. Wasn't that a character in, was that Harry Potter? Nobby, which is hilarious. Because in England, doesn't that mean something different? Wait, what? Hi, Maxica. Hope you're doing well. Well, I haven't done that in, I'm going on 9 years. So, yeah, I don't miss that any. But you might have a point. It all just come back. You now remember every single note. Could be a factor. You got a point. Get a knob that works. Paint it orange. And you replace it. Yeah, I could. I don't know if I want it orange. Yeah, we'll see. I think I could locate the original looking ones because it did look awesome. I want it to be. I mean, if any different knobs were to go on there, they'd be black, and they are black already. So maybe I'll just replace all of them with newer black knobs, but I don't know. I'm kind of not like a. I like things being original, especially that guitar. That's a 94 custom 24 fret. So actually, I'm pretty disappointed when that knob went flying off. I was like, what? But these things happen. What do you do? Get used to disappointment. Is the light above your head yellow? It's just a normal light bulb. So yeah, it's not the best lighting. But I'm not good with fluorescent lights. So I've been thinking about things down here, guys, to switch up lighting and, you know, all that stuff for down here. So that might happen. But good point, Jeremy. I know the lighting isn't good. I don't really look back at these lives either, so I probably look back at them and be like, what? I know my head's cut off all the time because the farther I put the camera away, you know, the more you guys can't see the wheel, you'd have to zoom in on it. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. But there's a wall right behind me, so, or behind the camera. Otherwise, I'd have the camera set up directly in front of me, looking right at everything, and get my full body and the wheel. So, there's reasons why it's not. It's not just me neglecting to do so. Every time you see the out of replacing the knob and push, you remember replacing it. I know, right? I'm either stock or completely custom. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm kind of similar. So, I mean, with this guitar, like I said, and I have an 87 Telecaster, which if something happened with that one, I wouldn't be all right with changing. One of my favorite guitars I have as well as a Charlie Hunter 8-string, which has 3 bass strings and 5 guitar strings. The 3 bass strings go to a bass amp and the 5 go to a guitar amp, which I should play on here for you guys one night. Maybe in the guitar practice, or music practice I should say, because I should probably do some practice on drums and everything too. I'm behind on that. I used to do a 45-minute set every day on drums, which I have like a drumless playlist that I play along with, which would be, if I could get the right mic set up and everything, which I have, I just don't know how to hook it up into have it be good mix quality going into the phone, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Always wondered why the clay looks different on the shelf than on the wheel. Yeah, that's it. And there's a fluorescent light over there. So, but fluorescent lights, I don't know. I'm old school light bulbs. I don't know. Like these new LEDs that are just like fluorescent, like get to me. They bother me. But figure out something. It's funny because you see all these people on YouTube and they have all these like different colors and stuff around. Like set lighting. Adrian, hey, what's going on? Doll, how's it going? Does the clay wash off your shirt? Sure does. Yeah, I shoot it with the hose and wash it, then wash it. You don't just put it in the washer, otherwise it'd ruin your plumbing. Drums would be fun. Yeah, no, I know, that'd be a good time. Adrian with a super chat. Adrian doesn't chat, he super chats. Hey, thanks so much, Adrian, for the super chat. That's super cool of you. And I guess with all that guitar playing stuff said, I guess I'm gonna have to do a quick whatever for Adrian here. Well, I'm gonna nap now, Ben. I'll just talk about very random things. You're gonna leave my stream on while you go to sleep. Well, Higgins, yeah, no Chad today. No, apparently not. I saw that, and I'm filling in for Chad today, guys. Filling in for Oak Chugs, Bert, filling in for Bert and Jugs, everybody. I really didn't mean it to be that way, but that works good. Then I am. And Adrian, thank you so much. Let me make sure I hit the heart on that. I gotta hit the like on that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Like I said, that's super cool of you. It helps you sleep. Well, I'll just start talking about really strange things. Hang on, Adrian, while I... Oh, you know what I can do? Just put on this one. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Everybody who wanted me to keep my sweatshirt filthy, I washed it. It's clean. I got all the clay off and washed it. So I know some people wanted me to not do that. But, sorry for the people that did, because it needed to be clean. Adrian doesn't just chat. Adrian super chats. Thank you, Adrian, for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. You're too nice. You don't have to be doing that. Now I gotta just get out of this. Back into the Pottery shirt. Magic. All right, now we need more clay. So I got the 10 of the dotted rims done. I think it's time to do some roped rim. Let's see. Hey everybody, we are here to build a fresh mindset, find motivation, spread love, and create peace. Nice! Well, I appreciate you, Adrian. Terminator 3 doll. Blocker, here she goes. My parents. Oh, did they? Did they, Mac? Do you have both electric and acoustic? Sure do. I have a Washburn acoustic. I also have a Taylor. Yeah, I have a lot of guitars. I also have a Eastman mandolin acoustic. I have 2 basses because I play bass as well. Drum set. And then I have a bunch of random guitars too. I have the Batman guitar that they gave away at like 6 Flags or something. So I have the Bat guitar. which I need to redo the electronics on it. I gave away my Music Man. Oh, no, that's not good. Yeah, you never know. He'll get back into it someday. Lovely bass to play. Yeah, bass is fun. You just like, you hold down the whole band. The people are, people underrate bass players. One of my closest friends is an amazing bass player. And he's like the most sought after bass player in the county because of it. I think he plays in like 3 different bands, always playing gigs. And it's because people need responsible bass players. And we talked about doing a Ben Wolff Pottery Channel live band one night, so I'll let you guys all know when that happens, because that should happen soon. I had a black and white Gibson V, nice. I just couldn't get it. You couldn't figure it out, and sold it. Yeah, the Gibson Flying V, that's cool. I wasn't very good with the Flying V's for some reason. The way because when you sit down, just the way it sat on my leg, I mean, I've played one before, but, and I guess some of the players that used to use the Flying V, well, what was it, James Hetfield from Metallica was always big on the Flying V, but then I think he had ESP make those, but it was pretty much a direct copy of the Gibson. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad I found your live, and that I have the opportunity to never and send super chats. And we'll be. Hey, what am I? Thanks, Ben. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're a member, and a. No, you're doing too much. You're being too nice. But it's most appreciated, for sure. Who knows? Maybe I'll save all of your super chats and give me a plane ticket up to Canada, go Turkaboot with Joel. Blocker, have you ever heard of a band called Tiger Tails? No, I haven't heard of that band. It's funny because I haven't heard of a lot of new bands. Corey, hey, did you see any of your planners in the Martha doc on Netflix? Sure did. That whole greenhouse that she was standing there in, those are all my pots and my dad's pots. And when she was sitting there in her house, and there was that plant stand right next to her, those were some Ben pots. So I sure did. And yeah, I just went down there and hung out. Me and her took a ride around on her Polaris UTV, went around the farm, had a good time. I did a long form video of that too, not with her, but with just looking around at the property. It was a beautiful piece. Pull my plunker, they aren't new. Oh, they're not a new band? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look it up then, Plonker. Tiger Tails. No, I don't. It's not ringing a bell anyway. Are they? Sounds like an indie band to me, but maybe I'm just assuming. And what kind of band are they? Hey Bob. Let's see. Quarter Sims told my husband that I thought they Wolf Wares. Yeah, they were. They definitely were. For sure, when she was sitting there in the interviews in the house, and then again when she was in the greenhouse. That's the greenhouse that you saw in my. I have a few different videos of me down at the greenhouse, and also on my Instagram, there's plenty of photos us or her with my pots or whatever. So she's an amazing human being. She's awesome. They're a Welsh glam metal band. Okay, there you go. I was off. Just an assumption, like I said. I assumed. And what happens when you assume? I guess I make an ass out of myself. But I did say it was a guess. Crowning bricks, Adrian. Nice. Is it cold for everyone? It's not cold here. I'm good. Corey Sims. That's hella cool. Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is. And I've known her since I think I met her when I was probably like 11 or 12 years old, to be honest with you. So, known her for a long time. And she's been nothing but a huge support. And not just to me, to tons of artists and doers out there in the world. She likes people who do things. I think she even said that in the documentary. You okay? Been better? What's wrong, Adrian? Hope you're doing all right. You're good, right? Corey, my name is spelled Corinne. Oh, with a K. Nice. I'll remember that. Corinne. Yeah, same. How'd you know? Did I mention my wife's name on here? Or maybe it was on Instagram. Yeah, spelled the same. Well, not spelled the same. She has a C instead of a K. Yeah, people pronounce it that way, yeah, Corinne. I've even seen people spell it like Kurin. It's just, I feel bad for her. Yeah, I feel bad for you too, because people cannot figure that one out. Not cold here. We got up to 89 yesterday. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, in Australia, I'm sure. Actually, it was pretty warm yesterday here too. To be honest with you, we weren't in 89, but we were in. I think we were in the 70s. To be honest with you, and for this time of year in New England, it definitely was warm. Oddly warm. I saw on IG. Okay, got you, Corson. Or Corinne. If you want me to call you Corey, Bob Harrison. Adrian, after 60 plus years, I can understand. Luckily, it's 24 degrees in Utah. Is it really 24? Wow. I believe it. I'm not looking forward to those temperatures. I like this. I like 70 degrees. 60s to 70s. All winter. That would be nice. I'm just done with shoveling snow and all that stuff. I'm sick of it. Shoveled too much in my life. Not just snow. Everyone here in Ireland say Corrine. Yeah. I grew up in PA. I miss fall. Yeah. That, I mean, I like that. I do like the leaves. But I don't like having to deal with them. We don't have all that much to deal with, but it's enough. A couple acres of leaves we got to deal with. Bob Harrison, under 72. I'm cold. Yeah, it gets, I don't know. I'm good until under 60. Then I start to get like, oh, I'm hot. No, I'm cold. I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm hot. I'm cold. My body gets confused. Probably because I'm a potter. I'm a confused potter. Clip for Joel. Yeah, there's another one. What's your favorite comfort food? My favorite comfort food. I kind of eat just for substance, to be honest with you. I'm not a big, like, I eat. Like, I just eat to survive. I'm not a big food person. But, that being said, comfort food, I guess I do enjoy like ice cream here and there, obviously. You can tell by my physique. um, I don't know. Spaghetti and meat sauce, burgers. Those are just dinners. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a comfort food. I do eat just kind of to get by. I'm not one of those people that like have to have something specific for taste wise. We've had rain and gray for almost 2 weeks. I want to see the sun. Oh no, yeah. Hope you get some sun then. Raking was a chore as a kid. Sure is. My little brother broke his arm jumping into a leaf pile, but landed on a rock. Hey, those things used to happen, and people used to do that as a joke around here. They would make a huge leaf pile around a rock, and you'd see the kids go flying in there. Which is not funny, but hey, that's what happened back in the 80s. People enjoyed watching people get hurt doing things like that. Or like filling up a hole with leaves over it. All those things around here people used to do. I like pasta. What about you, Adrian? The doll, definitely the pasta, lasagna. Yeah, no, I know. But pasta's like, I know the carbs. Everybody's like, don't eat all the carbs, but yeah. I would have to say spaghetti and meat sauce is up there for me. It's clay with clay on the other side with a slip shake to wash it down. And yours is what? Maple syrup on maple graham crackers over maple flavored wheat thicks instead of wheat thins. Hey, that could be a mama joke. So fat she eats wheat thicks instead of wheat thin. That's a good one. We didn't do it on purpose. Feral in the 80s. Yeah, no, I know. I was too. I did a lot of dumb stuff. I think the dumbest thing I've ever done in the 80s was we tried to become camouflage. It was like right after we watched Predator. We were like 4, 5 years old. So my brother and I taped leaves and everything to my face to literally become camouflage. And then we sat there and like did whatever, chucked eggs at things, whatever. Well, those leaves were poison ivy. So that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. My whole face was. So, yeah. Feral is right. That's a great word to describe us 80s kids. Let's see. Joel, you going live tonight? Not tonight, Adrian? Also, I think pasta is what most guys are good at that and grilling. Yeah. Yeah. For cooking wise, yeah. I'm not best cook by any means. I know that. The best meal I can make is French toast. Glory, the 80s were fun. They sure were, you know. Wasn't there a TV show called I Miss the 80s? I mean, I was little in the 80s. But little in the 80s is a lot different than little today. Because you became an adult very fast. By the time you were 7, you were doing what most adults do now in their 20s. Or maybe that was just my life, but that's the way it worked. I agree, Jeremy. Joel's on tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, Joel usually takes Thursday off, I believe. Of course, my kids are like, you drank from the house? Oh, we're actually getting rain. We're getting hail? Is that what's going on out there? Hang on, guys. No, it wasn't. I'm like, for a second I thought we were getting hail. My wife is literally up on the roof doing the gutters, which I said I need to do with her. But I said it started at 2, and it's already 1:37. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I missed you, Corey. You drank from the house. Then were car seats? There weren't car seats. No, there weren't. What do you mean? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids? I mean, that was on every single thing. I say it all the time. I still say it on here because somebody says, "Oh, it's 10 o'clock when it's nighttime," and I said, "Do you know where your kids are?" And I don't think they're understanding that, but literally, they had to remind parents to go, "Hey, do you know where your kids are?" Because they didn't care. You were outside, and we were told to go outside and not come back in till it's dark. That's what happened. So, but yeah, there were no car seats. Like I went home. My mom told me this anyway, that when they sent her home from the hospital, they put me in the seat with my mom, and she held me the whole way home from the hospital. And I do remember a kid being in a laundry basket. So things are different. But I think it made, and it was obviously that way too for generations before us, but I'm only going off of what I know from the 80s. But yeah, there was definitely some stuff. And what did the drink from the house mean? From the faucet, the tap? Because I mean, I still drink tap water. The thing that they didn't tell us was don't drink from the garden hose, which actually I didn't even have a garden hose at my mom's house, but at my dad's I did. But those garden hoses were lined with lead, so. And a lot of the pipes were too. So maybe that's why I'm a potter. There was a lot of stuff that happened different back then. No kidding, Corey. Us to go outside, right? Don't come back inside until it's dark. In a laundry basket. Well, yeah. I saw it. Hey, we saw what we saw back then, you know. Same, my mom had us put all in laundry baskets, hose. Yeah, no, that's it. No, it's not we're not even joking there. That's actually stuff that happened. Yeah. But hey, that's, I don't know. Every once in a while, I'll see a family go by my house that's still riding in the back of a pickup truck. And I go, wow, good. Because my life literally was, like when I was younger, we rode everywhere in the back of the truck. And this front seat had something on it, and we sat in the back of the truck through the winter, summer, whenever. And now it's, I get it, you need to be safe, do the right thing. But back then, I mean, I rode all the way from here to 6 hours away in the back of a pickup truck. Yeah, that's not even kidding. That's real deal. I walked from home from the hospital when I was born. But did you, Joe? Because I crawled through 3 feet of snow. Is that what happens to you Canadians out there? You guys just pop out like cows and you just stand up within 2 seconds, or a giraffe. Corey, we used to use the silly side of sleeping bags, right? And maybe a pillow if we thought of it, and slid down the stairs. Oh yeah, me too. And I used to take we did this a bunch. We took a small mattress, like a twin, and we would run and hold the mattress and then just dive and slide down the stairs. A lot of things like that. Or jump off the roof. Build snow piles, jump off the roof. Exactly like cows. Yeah, the fun one that we used to do with sleeping bags, we actually, we would get in the sleeping bags and then we would try to have fist fights. And the sleeping bag would be over top of us. So you'd be in there and you'd have to block and you'd throw just elbows the whole time. Oh man, we did that so often. And also, one of my buddies had a trampoline. And we used to get inside of the sleeping bag and then jump around on the trampoline and fight each other. So that was always fun. We did a lot of dumb stuff. But a lot of things were different. Like I was saying this in another live not long ago. We laid flat in our back, in the pickup truck in the 90s, going to Lollapalooza. Nice. Yeah, I did the same, going to actually, it wasn't Lollapalooza. I rode through, actually, a lot of different places. But I went from here to Cape Cod, which is about 4-hour ride in the back. You kept hitting the front, being like, I gotta go to the bathroom. But they couldn't hear you. We can't hear you. So, out the back you went. Let's see, back of pickup truck. Yeah, no, we used to ride in the back of pickup trucks to concerts all the time. I think one of the funnest ones I did that too was a Santana concert. So, yeah. Well, I needed to put a line in that one and I didn't. I'm talking about the 80s and 90s. I think personally, like, I mean, it's cool to have everything the way we have, and I love doing this and everything with you guys. But if technology kind of just held back from 98 on, at least with the vehicles and the this and that, certain things. I mean, this is all luxurious that you can sit there and talk. I could talk with you guys, you watching me. It's a luxury. It's amazing when, you know, the stuff that, and even going back to Bob's generation, he's the next generation behind me. It's gonna be amazing. Hey, they were rich if they had a trampoline. They sure were. They were. That's true, Corey. Bob, did you ever ride a cowhide? I never rode a cowhide. I definitely rode cow and what we called, I'll just say it, we called it shit skiing. We went and grabbed the tail and held on and went through the yard. So that definitely happened. Oh, you had to use the joke. You used my own joke against me, Joel. Oh, Joel, that was supposed to be about your mom. I said it to you the other day. It used to be called a drumpoline until Joel's mom went out. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know your mom. She's probably an angel. No, we didn't tip the cows. We didn't push the cows over because they were our own cows, but roasted. But we held on to the calf riding. Yeah, we did that. But I got smashed up by a bull pretty bad. So that wasn't even, we were just trying to get them loaded onto a trailer. And yeah, he picked me up between my legs and I had nothing I could do about it. And thank goodness my stepfather was, you know, pretty much Hercules, and he broke out the shovel. So the bull actually stopped and let go, which is amazing. But we were trying to get 14 heifers and one bull onto a trailer, and that bull did not like that. And he went right between my legs, picked me up, and started throwing me up against the wall. And yeah, that was a ride. Calf riding, that's busted. Grab a tail. Yeah, that's it. I hate bulls too. I don't like them. I mean, it's just, you know what's going to happen. No matter what you do. And especially at night. So if like some of the cows got out, which was like the worst thing to wake up to. If you heard the cows are out, you were up in a second. And yeah, so when that happened, because one of the fences or whatever was broken, and there was moments where they were up into a center of town, like 4 miles away. But when there was a bull in that mix, when they were trying to breed all those heifers, yeah, that was the night that you got to worry about. We took one over. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. That's mean to do, because they are just chilling. They're just sleeping. My buddy Kevin and I took 6 of us and track. I've been out there. We laugh about it now, but it was meant. Yeah, I never did that to him just because I knew about that. But really, the skiing thing, that wasn't hard to do, and you could just hang on to the back. So we did that. And if I looking back, I wouldn't do it again because that's mean too. But hey, these are all things that you live and learn from. No, they can be, Jeremy. That's not a. I mean, they're asleep, standing there, so you can. But you can mess them up like severely bad. Yeah, I had those high testosterone dairy bulls. Oh, I know. People don't get it. And they don't mess with the bull. And some of the young calves are always a pain, but they just jump up and kick. So you just have to have this action down real quick, just so you didn't lose the. We had rogue sheep that would escape from our neighborhood fields and all over the yard. Yeah, we did that. We had that too with the cows. We never had sheep though. The cows would get loose and then they'd go up to like the rich neighbor's house and walk on their patios. And what do you miss most about before social media? Lack of cameras. Instant answer. Lack of cameras everywhere. Now your internal, like humans can, you ever get the moment, I don't know, let's see, this is the thing. So maybe people in the older generation, like Bob, Corey here, Fresh Cup of Joel even, when you're out in the wilderness and you get a feeling that something's watching you, that feeling with cameras on all the time, and these cameras in all the woods, on everybody's phone, everything, is happening all the time. So I'm not an egghead scientist, but I have a feeling that's why there's a lot of paranoia going on. People are always, feeling a bit anxious and this and that. And I think it has to do with people being listened to or watched at all points, because there's a natural instinct. And if you're out there and you feel that feeling like, hey, I'm being watched right now, and you look up and there's a bear or a, whatever it may be, your body and brain told you that, and you were right. So yeah, I would say the cameras, though I enjoy the cameras, obviously. I'm on one right now. But yeah, I think, and that also, like people sharing all the photos, like it used to be a real big deal. Like when you invited your friend in and said, hey, look at my photo album. Like that was a very intimate, personal moment. Like, hey, I'm going to show you what happened when I was younger. Now it's just like, here, go to my Instagram page. Here's my photo album for you all to look at. And you can choose that to be, public, private, certain people, this and that. But at the same time, there was that moment of sitting there and flipping through Polaroids that was a kind of a, you know, intimate moment. So I think socially, and communication wise, emotionally, a lot of things have changed. It's a creepy feeling, sure is, dear. Just like my buddy's doing something right now. The wife's just trying to knock something out of the gutters, which I need to go help in a few minutes here. Makuga, hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, Makuga. It took a long, wait a minute. I took along a fence face first by a 2-day-old calf. Yeah, I mean, those things happen too, man. I mean, I had a ton of those moments. Or post day when you're putting in posts, and you know, for everybody younger, a post is not something you put on the internet. A post was a thing that held our fencing in place. So what we would do is we'd hold the post, and then our stepfather or even us at points would get in and take the bucket tractor, flatten it out, and hit the post while you held it. So there was moments where you just got slammed down. A lot of moments like that happen. It's funny thinking about them all now, because it's a completely different world. But Jeremy had a point there. By asking that question, you kind of got me going and thinking there weren't cameras to catch doing wild things. Well, that either. So, and there was a bit of a freedom on that. You should be responsible in this and that, but there was a serious amount of freedom and learning that went along with that, in my opinion. But that's just Zapata's opinion. Have shared class pictures were a treat. Yeah, I know, right? When you had to wait almost a week to get film developed by Kodak. I know. And then you get it back and you'd be like, well, okay, who took the camera and did that to that photo? Oh, I know. I am with you on that. 100 posts in a day. Really? I think that it's TikTok's fault. People aren't allowed to make mistakes. When things go viral on the internet is forever. Yeah, that's what you call evergreen content. So you have to be careful. That's the other thing. We didn't have to be careful about that stuff because it wouldn't affect our future. You know, if you took a picture, yeah, you could hide that picture in your house somewhere, and somebody could take it, and then, you know, something could get ruined for future out of it. But say you guys, you know, that are, you know, not in college yet or this and that. If you're gonna go, you're gonna go. If you're not, whatever. But if you post something that's ridiculous, you know, colleges can look at that and be like, hey, I don't think we want this person in our school because of that. So that could be any social media. We hand drove them darn things. I know. Yeah. Well, we did that too, but mainly our move was to hold them and have the bucket tractor and just smack it down, and you'd be like, oh. And it was always worse when our step grandfather did it because he didn't care if you lived or died. We have postal driver land on your head. Yep. I know. I got knocked out. I've been knocked out way too many times. Knocked out way too many times and stuff like that. Tony, do you have your own kiln? Sure do. I have 2 here. And then there's 3 electric down at the shop. And there's 1 big propane reduction kiln outside of the shop. So, a lot of kilns. Thanks for tuning in, Tony. The cancel culture trend is crazy, though. People are apologizing for things they said when they were 12 years old. Yeah. I mean, there's no, I don't know about that stuff. I mean, if you made like a public speech, which that is what you're doing when you're posting something, so having to do something like that in your head and think ahead and say, whatever I say right now on this live stream could be viewed in 50 years by somebody and judge me. How often do you go live, person? Trying to figure out you and Joel's lives because they are 5 hours ahead here in Ireland. I go live when I can, Corey. Usually, if they're 5 hours ahead, that's probably why you miss a lot of mine because I've been going at night, and actually Joel's been going on at night too. But I like to. I don't have a scheduled thing. I think Joel usually does like around 7:30, 8 o'clock every night, but like Thursday. So he's got quite a schedule. And anybody who actually is watching and you haven't subscribed to Fresh Cup of Joel, I would suggest to do so to see a new potter going at it. Wait a minute. I better call my mom. I better call my mom and apologize for taking so long to potty train. I don't know what you said when you did that. What were you faking? You already knew how. You just were messing around. So yeah, Corey. Sorry, I'm not on an exact schedule, so you exactly know when. I kind of just go when I can. Obviously, I'm going early today. Since I haven't figured out. Usually what happens is that when someone gets a little bit of fame, they would search in your history and find things. Yeah, I mean, really depends on what the fame would be, I guess. Which fine. If anything happened with me, go ahead. You'll find some photos. You'll find some things. Don't care. Yeah, UGG charges almost daily. Well, see, he doesn't do. For me, he doesn't like do what I do. I also run a retail shop, pottery retail shop, Wolff Pottery, with my father. So I'm gone down there, and so he has his day to make pots all day and not deal with retail public. So if I was able to stream live at the shop, I would, but it really wouldn't be fair to the people coming in because they would be on camera and they'd get that gut feeling that's very weird, like we were just talking about. And why do I feel like I'm on camera right now? Because you are. You're live on YouTube. Sorry about my first apology, and sorry about my second apology too. Like Kevin Hart. I mean, hey, things get said, and things are different. Bob and I were talking about that last night. Words are different. So what words meant back 20 years ago do not mean what they mean now. So, and frankly, people should know that and understand that. And the things you call people and meanness, they meant different things back then. So, or just joking with your buddies. Bob Harrison, LOL. Yeah. Corey, that's great. Joel, 4 p.m. It's 9 here. So get kids to bed and catch your lives. Nice. Yeah, do it up. I've been trying to catch Joel's too, as much as I can. I like watching him progress as a potter. It's fun. He's a really nice human being, so he's funny. What do you mean, funny? Like I'm a clown? Like I amuse you? And the Moore police will tell you that you should have known better as a 12-year-old. No, you don't. But it's not the parents' fault. Or it is the parents' fault now. I don't know. And all that stuff makes no sense. The parents' fault thing is not... That gets to me a bit. It can be in certain moments. But... let's say some of the world's craziest tyrants of all time. I'm not blaming their parents. Mr. Man, hey, how's it going? I remember cigarette vending machines, 5-cent sodas, and you'd have to leave the bottle. Yeah, I sure remember the vending machines too. We used to go in, and my brother was too small to be seen over the door. So he was like, he was like 6, so, and he'd stick the quarters in, and I'd stand there at the door like, how's it going? Talking to the bar. And we'd get them and we'd go. I was too young. I mean, that was, looking back, yeah, that was messed up. 7-year-olds, 7-year-olds doing that. But hey, whatever. Hey. Mr. Man, thanks for tuning in today. I'm going to start, wait a minute, I'm going to start as soon as my clay gets here. Nice! I'm keeping a log like Joel's day number. So Corey, you got a wheel and everything? Do you have a channel here? Are you going to be posting stuff about you making pots? Our childhood wasn't on Twitter, so everything we said and did in the past, I can only imagine what the new generation must be dealing with. I'm with you. I can't imagine it. I try to a little bit because I look out like for my niece, so I love to death. I'm gonna do anything for her, and I've tried to explain those things to her. But we also hang out when I get to see her. We also hang out, at my family farm here and there. And when that happens, it's no phones work over there. There's no service, so things can be recorded, but truth of the matter is, there's no watching, lives and YouTube and all whatever it may be. Vicious boy. Yeah, Corey, that's great. How do you store clay? You might be purchasing a small pottery wheel. It comes in, well, I get mine, somebody must be backing up. He really does not like reverse tones. That's another thing that didn't happen today. There was no reverse tones on vehicles. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? How do you store the clay? It comes in plastic bags, so, and in boxes, so it can store for a while, and that, Jeremy, so you should be good. If you're thinking about purchasing a small pottery wheel and trying it out, I think you guys should. Corey, I have a wheel, kiln, and a few tools. I inherited from my family member. Oh, I think I remember you saying this, maybe in Joel's stream or something. So I'm starting at the very bottom. Nice. No channel yet. I'm gonna get it started. That'd be cool. Yeah, kind of do the same thing as Joel. You could be the Irish Joel. You're in Ireland, right? I'd watch. Joel would watch. We'd all watch. No kidding. No beepers for backup. I know. Well, we had common sense, which unfortunately is not common anymore. Hand signals, When you're in the car, and you're driving, and somebody goes like this out the window, they're not waving to you. That means they're going to turn. So if you go like that, you're going to turn that way, but all the hand signals, because not all these cars, the lights didn't work on all of them. And some cars didn't even have them. So yeah, the no beaker on the backup was, I remember when they went in first, I think, on school buses, because of some serious moments. I still use hand signals on my bike. Yeah, I use hand signals on my motorcycle from time to time too. But people think I'm just probably being rude and flicking them off or whatever it may be. Bob, are they still legal? What? Vehicles without signals? I can reverse really well, but I can never see how close the nose of the car is when I'm trying to park very close. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, Bob. Honestly, they should be if it's an antique. I mean, and if you have a plate for an antique vehicle, it should be. Like certain ones definitely don't have that. So I don't know. But all right, guys, I got to get to it. I got to get up on the roof with the wife. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And I got, yeah, I think 15 of those 2-pound pots made. Not bad. And I'll have to do some later at some point as well. Corey Sims, right? Peace. Yeah, peace to you. And good luck with your channel, Corey. If you end up doing it, and if not, just good luck with pottery in general. I wish you the best of luck. Your mom. I got. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Oh man, he just seriously threw out a yo mama joke at me. Oh, Joel, that's priceless. I like that one, Joel. Yeah, you too. I hope you have a good day. I used to throw hands last time. Christians, I'll be back. Thanks for thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. Sorry, I was just moving some stuff over here. Oh, hang on. What was this? Oh, yeah. Your mama had hand signals when she's walking down the road roasting. Are you still here, Fresh Cup of Joel? If you are, your mama was so fat when she fell in love, she broke it. I remember my grandpa told me the gasoline used to be 98 cents. Yeah, right? Corey, good day. Yeah, good day. Good day to all of you. Hopefully you heard that one, Joel. That's kind of a Canadian version of one. She's so fat, when she fell in love, she broke it. I'll tell you that you can. I think she was also so stupid that she took the Pepsi challenge and chose Jif. I think I already, yeah. I'm waiting for the responses on these ones. Does it have to be your mama? I should just do your dad too then, Joel. Joel is so poor, he can't pay attention. Oh goodness, I'm waiting for responses on these ones. That's just a fact. Oh, hang on. I got one more for you, Joe. Oh yeah, your mom was so fat. This is so ridiculous. Why do we end like this? Go get your wife. Oh, I know, right? Yeah, your mom was. Yeah, let me see. Your mom was so fat. She heard it was chilly outside, and she grabbed the bowl. Oh god, that's just a fact. Go get your poop key. Yeah, that was. I laughed hard last night. That was good. Jazz Meat. Hey, how's it going, Jazz Meat? I actually just wrapped up making pots. Yeah, another day. And now I got to go and do a bunch of outdoor work. My wife has already started. You can tell. My Pookie, or whatever you guys are calling it these days. It's ridiculous. Really, before you get in trouble. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in trouble. They're all chill ones. So that reminds me, your mom was so bad you took a spoon to the Super Bowl. Hey, that's a good clean one. I like that. Adrian with another super chat. Thank you, Adrian. You didn't have to do that again. Goodness, that's ridiculous. All right, I'll play guitar real quick to send you off. Yeah, you did 2 of those today. It's too much. 2 is too much, Adrian. You don't have to be doing that. Took a spoon to the Super Bowl. I think this is something I did before for you. Adrian doesn't chat. Adrian super chats. Double time. That's funny. Hey, Electric Banjo Man, right? That's funny. Yeah. Well, all right, guys. Yeah. Who's they? Adrian. The doll. Adrian's the doll. And Adrian doesn't just chat. Adrian super chats. Oh, man. All right, I gotta go. Thank you, Adrian, for the 2 super chats. You guys definitely go subscribe to Fresh Cup of Joel. Thanks, Bob, for always tuning in. Everybody who's thrown in nice comments today. Jeremy, it was a pleasure to talk to you again. Always nice to talk to you. Adrian, of course. And yeah, everybody else. And Joel. Joel, I'm so sorry. I won't make fun of your mom anymore because I've heard that cows are sacred. So, all right, I'm out.